Hi, I'm Francesca Maxwell and I'm a production manager. Come learn with me on UniPro. In production management, you will be a leadership role, so you need to be able to deal with leading a team and being confident enough to find the answers, even if you don't know them initially. Always remain calm. If you are stressed or flustered, try not to let the team know, because that will emulate to everybody else and then you'll have a really stressed out team, which won't help you in the long run. As production management, you tend to be in the middle of the production, so you're having to deal with those that you manage and their problems and their queries and their demands. But you also have to deal with management above you, which can be quite a tricky situation to be in, especially if you're trying to deliver something to your boss that they may not want to hear. It's about being confident enough to know your production and say, look, this is where we're at, this isn't working, you've suggested this, but could we do it this way? Always have another suggestion. Don't just come back and say we can't do it, but have the confidence to explain why we can't do it, because often you will know something that your managers don't, and it's important to be able to say, I know what I'm talking about, but do it in a humble way, because at the end of the day they have a busy schedule and they have demands as well that they need to achieve. So it's just being aware that everybody's trying to get the best they can out of a production and achieve the same goal. It's really important to understand your budget and know it better than anybody else. You need to become comfortable and confident with working with Excel, because that's going to tell you everything you need to know about where you are in the budget, what you're spending. Nobody else is going to see that, but they are going to ask you a lot of questions about where the money's going, what you've spent, how much you've got left. You have to be confident with it and you have to know where you are with it. You can't just have a load of receipts in a drawer or a list written down on a piece of paper. You have to have everything in one place and keep it up to date and be confident that you know where everything is. My suggestion would be refining your CV so that your skills are honed in at production management skills, such as organisation, Excel skills, budgeting, being able to talk to people. Another tip would be to expose yourself to as many situations as possible that will allow you to experience different types of people. When you're working in production management, you're going to be dealing with all sorts of people, all sorts of problems, so you have to be flexible and able to deal with that calmly. My top tip for conflict resolution would be to listen to both sides of an issue. It's not just about saying no. If we can't afford something or we don't have time to do something, you have to understand why somebody's asking for what they're asking for and trying to compromise and asking them to compromise as well. It's a good idea to learn how to be friendly and approachable, even if you're not completely happy with the person that you're speaking to. Sometimes we have to deal with people we don't get on with, sometimes we don't agree with them, but we have to remain neutral and unbiased at all times so that we can achieve what's best for the production.